my name is Phelan Beck, and you're Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And the lesson I have for you this morning, the lesson I have on the morning is never judge a headline by its cover. Well, never judge an article by the headline. Never judge a headline by its cover. That's an entirely new expression that makes no sense whatsoever. So I guess that's why it's not an expression. Just kind of the nonsense I drivel. Yeah, never judge an article by its headline. So I saw the headline on Screenrant. Seemingly, they wanted to bring back Matt Smith and David Tennant. I'm like thinking, have they become real Doctor Who fans? Has that actually happened? And then after glancing, like the first few, I haven't read it yet. I'd like to read it with you live, so you get to see, you know, the raw, unfiltered, unexpedited Rabbi as I explode in rage with whatever nonsense they say. I glanced over the headlines and then like saying, no. We think we can use the timeless child, whatever. We'll read it in a minute, to bring them back as different characters. I don't know. The most bonkers idea they've had to date, which belies the least knowledge and understanding of Doctor Who today. Screenrant, thank you. I didn't know what I was going to do a video about today, but yeah, you helped me out. Before we get in, can you hit the subscribe button? Freaking awesome! We are creeping up there. We're coming up to 2,900 subscribers. We're about 30 away. We're creeping up there. I'd love to get to 3,000. That'd be wonderful. I don't know why. What's good about the number 3,000? It's more than 2,800 and whatever I am. So I guess that's why I like it. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much. I am very, very grateful for everybody doing that. Go check out my Indiegogo. It's, where is it? Over here. Link, there you go. Video link over here. The link. The link is in the video notes. All the words are there. I just got to put them together to make a sentence. The link is in the video notes down there. Freaking awesome! A freaking awesome pair of graphic novels. Very, very different. They're the only thing that really holds them together is they're all me. It's all me, baby. And we're just adding. Hopefully, by the time you see this video, we're adding new things into the package because we're doing quite well. So the way, if you don't know, the way crowdfunding it goes, the better you do. The more the buyers get, right? The more people buy it, the more the buyers get. It's freaking awesome. I love it. So we're adding new things in because we're doing pretty well. So firstly, we're adding in this print of Tom Baker's Doctor Who. Freaking awesome. This was done by mistake. Okay, artist Dominic Radjo, who I love, but I've never spoke to, and he lives in the Philippines and doesn't speak a word of English as far as I can tell. I wanted him to do a bunch of like quick sketches, like, you know, like con sketches and add them into one of the packages, and he didn't understand me, and he went and worked this up into a full drawing, which I really like. I really like it. So we're adding this as a print, like or not. There's also a series of art cards called For the Male Gaze. This, of course, one is my favorite, yeah, because it's Perry, isn't it? I mean, Nicola Bryant. This is called No Hanky Panky in the TARDIS. So there's a series of 5 of them now. We're just releasing the 5th. Yeah, For the Male Gaze. Yeah, listen, I just kind of feel that like normative heterosexuality is somewhat under attack in the world today, right? So I think, yeah, this is me doing my bit to try and redress the balance. So yeah, we got a series of 4 art cards. Here's one. Here's another. We zoom in a bit. Here's another one. Keeping the British end up, ever James Bondy one. But the new one we're adding today. Is I'm sensing very strong emotions, Captain. They should all be there by the time by the time I release this video. Fine. Let's have a look at Screen. I mean, like, really? I'm not really sure. Like, do we want to look at Screenrant? Yeah, I guess that's why we're here. Okay, let's have a look. How Doctor Who can bring back Tennant and Smith. That's as far as I read this morning when I was trying to think, what am I going to make a video about? I guess I'll look at Screenrant. Maybe they've done something stupid and written an article. No, they can't do that. So, yes. Yes, they have. So I saw that, I'm like, oh, well, that's interesting. Let's see where they're going. As different doctors? What? Who? What? I mean, the last time I can remember using Doctor Who actors to play different characters within Doctor Who was Big Finish's 50th release, Neverland, and it didn't really work, right? It really didn't work. Had Colin Baker as a vampire and Sylvester McCoy as like this, the inventor of like a Disneyland type planet. I really can't remember. It just really didn't work. Look, I am all for experimentation. I think from experimentation, sometimes they miss, as that Big Finish release did, but sometimes they hit and you get something wonderful. So I never want to discourage experimentation, but I want to discourage this. Okay, I want to discourage this. That's basically what I am. Doctor Who's Time Lords can reuse faces when regenerating. It's kind of a new idea. I don't know. They played around a lot with that in the 90s. There was a pretty good book called Long Barrow that came out of the Virgin NA's New Adventures. That was like the last run in that season. It's a really good It's like a really good era. If you never read them, I really should go back and do reviews of really good ones. It was really good. So at the end of that run, you had another Time Lord that purposely regenerated into a facsimile of the Hartnell, what we called the first Doctor, until the Time Children came along, so he could frame that Doctor, right? That was the and that's the first time I really remember like the guy regenerations being more controllable and guided. Is just the Doctor's not very good at it. That was and again, I think that's the first I remember them really dealing with that. But the whole regeneration has really changed quite a bit. I mean, now they explode like volcanoes of energy. And it's obviously different. It's the same way the Klingons in Next Generation were different from original Star Trek original series, and it was fine. It's fine. I do like the Enterprise season 4 where they do that arc how the Klingons lost their bumps, right? But it was really unnecessary. We just know they didn't have money to do it that way. They didn't, and it kind of worked. It's fine. I can squint and be fine with it. But yeah, listen, the whole regeneration thing has changed massively. And now, of course, we've got the nonsense of the Timeless Children, which I just don't consider Doctor Who. I really don't. I've re-edited my Twice Upon a Time, which is a story I really like. Listen, that story was a bit cathartic for me because it's all about death and moving on. And the second time I watched it was while I was waiting to go to my father's funeral. And it was really good. It was a really good time to watch it. So it has a real special place, in my heart because it was very soothing. It really was. It was soothing. And in Jewish tradition, you bury your dead very, very quickly. It was within 24 hours. So it was a little bit. But listen, if anybody's had a parent pass away, normally in this day and age, it doesn't happen quickly. It goes. It's a very drawn out 3 or 4 months. Where they're nearly dead. It's kind of extreme. Listen, if you've been through it, most people my age have been through it more than once. So you know what I mean. Okay, fine. Was it 10 minutes in? Let's start reading the article. We got through the headline. I'm doing pretty well now. Doctor Who can reuse faces when regenerating, thanks to the Timeless. What? Nothing to do with the Timeless Child. This could mean Tennant and Smith playing different Doctors. Oh God, what a stupid idea! No, nothing to do with the Timeless Child. Idiots! Ah! I guess the first time I was really confirmed was Tom Baker's appearance in. Was it Dare the Doctor? Long Barrow. Okay. Okay, a great example. Is Long Barrow, canon? Is it? I don't really think it could be considered. I mean, even though it's very good, I don't really think it could be considered. It's in a out of print book that's in its own timeline. Funnily enough, the Twitter psychos, that want to say that that I'm sexually attracted to children. Because I thought, Deborah Watling playing Victoria Waterfield looked pretty darn hot. In the Evil of the Daleks onwards. Actually, she looked hotter in Tomb of the Cybermen when they got her out the Victorian outfit, and she's like, "Oh golly, this skirt's very, very short." I'm like, "Yes, darling, yes. Welcome to the future. We're happy that you're here." So anyway, I always assumed she was like 19, 20 there, because that's what she looked like, right? But the Twitter psychos were like, "No, she's 40!" And it's like, for the first time, I looked up yesterday where they got that from. It's from an out-of-print short story. Really? That's your source? I just think you're like calling somebody you don't like making horrible allegations. Because you're bad people. Because you're very bad people. According to a recent edition of Doctor Who lore, past actors such as David Tennant and Matt Smith could return. Again, I guess if you want to say it, but it's there, the Doctor. This is, 7 years ago now, so not recent. I mean, everything's recent, I guess. I mean, if you're talking in terms of eons, in terms of the heat death of the universe, it's very, very recent. Yeah, 7 years. Playing completely different regenerations of the Doctor. As soon as Doctor Who established the concept for regeneration, with the fade from William Hartnell to Patrick Troughton, it wasn't a fade. Fade to me seems like goes to fade to black, but maybe I'm saying the wrong. It was a transition, whatever. Patrick Troughton, William Hartnell, Patrick Troughton in 1960. It became inevitable that a multi-Doctor story would one day materialize. Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's fair enough. There you go. Finally, they say it's not stupid. Yeah, it's like a stop clock. Twice a day, he'll tell the right thing. Sure enough, the three Doctors aired to celebrate Doctor Who's 10th anniversary. And it was pretty clear that Exorcism was supposed to be in the 50th anniversary, right? They replaced him with John Hurt. Because actually, the interview in Doctor Who magazine with Moffat said, listen, I think I could have talked Exorcism into it, but I didn't really want to, And I honestly do like their John Hurt solution. I think that really worked. Especially, again, big finish. Go listen to the War Doctor box sets. Freaking awesome. I mean, just freaking awesome. Aired to celebrate Doctor Who's 10th anniversary, starting a long-standing TARDIS tradition that continued with the 5 Doctors, the 2 Doctors, the Dare the Doctors, and more. I guess the name of the Doctor, was that the name of the Doctor? The last one in the season, I just remember getting the goose chills. You saw, and I was surprised that I felt this way when you saw Colin Baker's Doctor walk past quickly in the coat. I was like, whoa! I just feel that just really cool. And more. Naturally, Doctor Who's multi-Doctor affairs generate intense attention, and viewers are always on the lookout for potential opportunities or anniversary where former actor might feasibly return. Unfortunately, sighting of the past Doctors are rarer than a Loch Ness Monster. Not that you got a big finish. Again, 50th anniversary, like the end, really good. Really, really good. And listen, if you do sight the Loch Ness Monster, hopefully it won't be the one from Terror of the Zygons. When they release that, I am all on board for them doing new special effects for that. My feeling is, and I came to this conclusion when they did it for the first time in Ark in Space. When I watched the new special effects, then I watched the original special effects, and I realized the new special effects take me out the drama more than new ones did, because it was just like, whoa, that's like suddenly a washing up bottle. I'm enjoying Doctor Who, and all of a sudden I'm watching Button Mood. It's a bit disturbing. There's a common belief that bringing Time Lords together too often will diminish the novelty of such episodes. Well, there's also a common belief that if you make everybody the Doctor's no longer special, which is kind of where Chris Chibnall has gone with this. But also run the risk of undermining the current Doctor by bringing back a super popular predecessor or character like Captain Jack, right? Anybody notice that? But listen, when your Doctor is just undermining themselves and the show is imploding, maybe you want to bring one back. The introduction of the Time Show and Doctor Who season 12, however, carves out a new path for multi-Doctor episodes. Oh God, leave me alone. Where old actors can return to the show as a completely different Doctor. This is just such a stupid idea. I mean, really? I honestly don't want to be negative to people who come up with ideas. This is a dumb idea. Controversial canon, retcon Doctor in season 12 disproved virtually every known tenet of Doctor Who's past, which is why it decanonized itself. I mean, honestly, and look, there are rumors for freaking everything. But the rumors are that right now that Chris Chibnall has to tidy up over the next 8 episodes and leave everything clean so they can reboot or restart the show. So I don't expect this to have any lasting impact in any way. Honestly, the marketplace decides what goes on, and the marketplace has said no, thank you. No, we're not so into it. Honestly, I mean, if you don't think the marketplace decides what's going on, where's the more stunning and the brave and stunning adventures of Rey from Star Wars? They're not going to happen. They're not going to, because Nobody wants to see them, except perhaps Kathleen Kennedy, right? And yeah, she can certainly like pay for them, but I don't think. I just don't think. I think the market decides. Ultimately, the market decides. Crystal's controversial canon record, blah, 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 just prove okay. Since 2021 New Year special episode skirted around the issue. What, when people's heads exploded and went, this is the worst thing ever, they thought, maybe we shouldn't talk about it, although they did record this before it aired, right? I am convinced that Chris Chibnall thought it was going to be really well received. He was like, oh, they're going to love it, they're going to love yeah, no, that's not. It wasn't well received. But whether Timeless Child, bold new direction on miserably pointless rewrite. That again. Screenrant, we're agreeing, but whatever the verdict turns out to be, the revelation does promise to shake up the future returns of the likes of Tennant and Smith. No, it bloody doesn't, you dingaling. Celebrating 50 years of Doctor Who in 2013's Dare the Doctor. I heard a very funny story about Tom Baker. I can't tell on this video. Come to my live stream tomorrow. On Tuesday, I will tell them it's an actor's story, so it's a very inside story about Tom Baker's private life and something he did. That was very, very funny and not for public consumption, which is why I'm going to throw it out there. And of course, I have no way of verifying it whatsoever. But it's still a funny story. The Doctor focuses on a trio: Matt Smith's 11th Doctor, David Tennant's 10th Doctor, and John Hurt's brand new The War Doctor. Every generation up to Peter Capaldi, or his angry eyebrows lace features in the finale. Though the classic actors are digitally rather than appearing in person. Well, yeah. What? Really? Because William Hartnell's dead? Patrick Allen's dead? You didn't think they would exhume the corpse? Although they could have got Dave Bradley. And listen, if you're gonna have somebody else play Patrick Troughton's Doctor, Fraser Hines would be perfect at it right now. If you heard his again, I'm talking more about Big Finish than anything else. Though, if you heard him play the second Doctor on Big Finish, you can't tell it's well, you can, but it's very, 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 very good. It's very, very Patrick Troughton-y. One legendary Doctor Who actor who does appear in person is Tom Baker, playing the curiously well-informed museum creator, telling the 11th Doctor that he might be himself, revisiting a few faces in years to come. Yeah, listen, it was the Doctor, obviously. I have the action figure of him with the other Doctors. Notably, I don't have the Jodie Whittaker action figure. That gives you an idea of where I'm holding with that. Review faces in years to come. Baker's cameo suggests that the Doctor can retake old forms when he regenerates. Well, you know what? Listen, they want to put Tom Baker in. Let's just be real. They want to put Tom Baker in, but since the moment was indicated before the light-hearted tribute than a law-shattering revelation, the claim couldn't be taken too seriously. Okay, Screenrant. 3 not stupid things you said. Oh no, but there's a picture of Timeless Child. Okay. By the way, something else I heard, in the script, it notes the skin colour and ethnicity in Chris Chibnall's scripts of the characters, which have nothing to do with those characters. That's horrible racism, isn't it? I mean, really, I did think it is. Nevertheless, Steve Moffat elaborated the idea during Peter Capaldi's reign and the 12th Doctor before landing in a starring role. Capaldi played councillors in Fires of Pompeii during the Tennant era. Yeah, actually, this was quite a clever way of explaining it, right? I didn't mind that. During the Tennant era, while Doctor Who probably could have got away with explaining the visual similarity, the truth would eventually be revealed. Yeah, essentially, it was a face he had in his subconscious. It didn't really work, but also he was in Children of Earth, which is Torture of Children of Earth, which I guess is in the same universe. Love Children of Earth. I talked about it yesterday, didn't I? Yeah, Children of Earth. Good. I enjoyed it. The truth would eventually be revealed. After repeating this musing, why this face, the 12th Doctor realizes that he made himself look like as a reminder of the lessons of while gallivanting around Pompeii 2 generations ago. Yeah, listen, it's okay. I got a little bit shoehorning it in, but fine. And honestly, deep breath. It was 20 minutes longer than normal, about 20 minutes too long. That might be one of the scenes they could have cut. Thus, the Doctor's ability to revisit our faces, both his own and others, became canon, retroactively explaining Sixth Doctor looking like Commander Maxwell. Column, yeah, okay, fine. By the way, and this is a story from the ancient depths of fandom, right? When it was first announced he was going to take the role. Again, I was a young whippersnapper. I was a young fan. I was just getting into fandom at the time, right? The review was that mid-regeneration, he was going to collide with Maxwell and fuse, right? And to become the next Doctor. Looking like Maxwell, and the Meta-Crisis Doctor looking like David Tennant. Well, no, because that grew out of David Tennant's severed hand, you know. So, the 10th Doctor's severed hand. So you could say, you know, it retained his regeneration, whatever is his structure. Fans speculated the Doctor was paving the way for either David Tennant and Matt Smith to return as the 13th and 14th Doctor, effectively picking up where they lost. Sadly, this was always an outlandish suggestion. Like everything you've said so far has been outlandish suggestions. According to the Timeless Child explanation for Doctor Who in season 12, the Doctor was not born in Gallifrey. Yeah, God, I hate this. She fell through a portal because he had the rules of the Twitter psychos who run all of media now. They can't have a male hero, right? Having a white male hero, bad. It's very, very bad to have a white male hero. So they change all white male heroes into female heroes, right? But then they had to say, no, they didn't get their power from the white male. No. So then they had to go back and retcon it somehow. So they were really always women, right? And I know it sounds stupid. I understand it sounds stupid. But that's what they do. Because at the time, the planet's population could not regenerate or travel through time. These powers were instead harnessed from the Doctor's natural body. Not time travel, just regeneration. Oh, unless I watched it once, not too closely because it's too painful. But I'm open to being wrong about that. Cybermen design though, I like those Cybermen. I do like those Cybermen. They were horribly wasted on this era. Those powers were instead harnessed by the Doctor's natural biology, and mysterious travelers seemingly possess endless life. After growing into an adult, the Doctor was chosen to join the shady Time Lord agency called the Division. I hate all of this, right? And they always love shady agencies, these hacks who take over the franchise we love. Like Section 31, oh, they love a bit of Section... Yeah, no, it's boring. Oh, God. I mean, and they could have made the CIA as well. That's the Celestial Intervention Agency, not the Central Intelligence Agency. But also a messy falling out and several memory wipes. Well, how do we know? Several memory wipes. The future hero of the universe ran away from Gallifrey in the guise of William Hartnell and never looked back. Okay. It's just dumb. It's dumb. Since Doctor Who has now confirmed the first Doctor is actually more like the 31st Doctor. God, yeah! Is my considered commentary on that. There are a number of unseen older regenerations out there meddling with time and space on behalf of the Division. James Martin's future Doctor is almost certainly one of them, but if every one of the historic Doctors were lined up, they all have new unrecognizable faces according to... Okay, what you're doing is effectively making everybody the Doctor. If the Doctor can regenerate infinitely, and infinite means like infinitely, that means basically everybody is a Doctor. Kind of boring. Doesn't really work. But if every one of these, blah, 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 according to Moffat, that's unlikely. If the Doctor is capable of influencing the appearance of regenerations like Capaldi, it's more like his subconscious or liable to revisit old faces like the Creator. Well, the vibe is he was much older and again, much more able to control his regeneration. That I got from it anyway. But again, that's just my impression. It's perfectly possible, at least, one of the pre-Hartnell iterations may have looked like the 10th Doctor. Oh my God, 11th Doctor or 6th Doctor, you are clutching at straws now. Combining Moffat's face recycling with Chibnall's timeless children creates an exciting range of fresh story possibilities for the future of the multi-Doctor episodes. Listen, they keep saying, oh, we've just opened this up. Doctor Who was perhaps one of the most flexible open formats of a show ever devised, right? Could go anywhere, time and space, go to pretty much any genre, right? And it worked fine. The one show that didn't need opening up is Doctor Who. God, how much longer? God, 4 more paragraphs. We will get through it together. We'll get through this together. That's what I said about the timeless children. As one was saying, old Doctors might be in the Doctor's anniversary specials. There's obviously a strong whiff of nostalgia in each. Well, there's a strong whiff coming from the current era, that's for sure. That whiff is gangrene. That's what we're getting. The script is also obliged to explain any inconsistencies. There's a built-in reason for why past Doctors don't remember meeting future selves. Something about laws of time travel. No, it's just when you regenerate, it's not quite. Again, it's not quite so clear. But Doctor Who has struggled to account for the returning actors. Sometimes looking older, recasting the past actors as a pre-Hartnell. Yeah, I understand. You made your point. It was stupid. Why keep saying it? Would alleviate the problems since they'll be playing a Doctor that the audience hasn't met before. An example, Sylvester McCoy is quite a lot older than he was on the 7th Doctor Regeneration 96. It's unlikely that he'll get away with playing the Doctor again on TV. But, I will say he's probably too old to play the Doctor on TV. But, you could do something that they did in Time Crash. I think, again, good writers, intelligent people can write this off with a line, right? Like they snapped together. I can't remember how they explained Time Crash, that Peter Davison looked much older. But I don't remember, that's quite clever. But who cares? Okay, bottom line, who cares? But the 7th Doctor face was actually a revisit from... Okay, you're repeating this nonsense again. I forgot that McCoy could appear in the future multi-Doctor. Okay, I understand. This is not complicated. It's just moronic, okay? It's not complicated, just moronic. Let's see if they're going to reiterate it one more time. Legacy actors might be more tempted to return to Doctor Who fold if given the opportunity to create an entirely new character. Okay. Whenever a Doctor makes a comeback, they're obliged to roll out the same old mannerisms and catchphrases fans know and love. Well, the catchphrases are in the script normally, aren't they? Hey, listen, there was a show once where, okay, this is convoluted. A guy was dating somebody who turned out to be a porn star, and so when he introduced her to the family, she said her job was choreographing cartoons, right? But he said, "What, you have to choreograph cartoons?" I said, "Well, they can't, dance themselves." So in the same way, they write it in a script. They don't make it up for themselves. Okay, it's not real. Not real. Playing new, although technically older regenerations promises more creative freedom. Okay, stop trying to sell this turd of idea, okay? This idea is DOA, while offering tantalizing a what if for the audience. And what if the 10th Doctor was a harsh and severe like the first? What if the 11th Doctor took a darker turn, becoming jaded and angry? I thought, okay, leave me alone. I like these Doctors. Leave me alone with this nonsense. By casting villain, blah, 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 blah. One possibility is making the division Doctors villains, since Time Lord's agency clearly are not to be trusted. Is this still going? Is this going after this? No, thank God. Thank God it's over. We can see Jodie Whittaker going up against the villainous regeneration played by David Dent Matsmith, or even the great Tom Baker. No, that's good. Okay, I will sit upon judgment on this idea and say it's garbage. Garbage. Do not do this. It's a very, very, very bad idea. You know what's a very, very, very good idea? A very, very good idea. Checking out my Indiegogo. Check out my Indiegogo. It's freaking awesome. Just a little reminder, we got the Tom Baker print. We got the For the Male Gaze cars, the new Deanna Troy one, a bit of Perry action. We got Space 99 one. We got James Bond. We got Judge Anderson. We got all this great stuff. Go check it out. Go look at that print again. Freaking awesome. Go check it out. My name is Cena Beckin. This is the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you are notified when new videos drop.